Life's good for me, relatively, but that's not the case for most of the people in the world. There's wars and famine and inequality. So, although life's good for someone as privileged as me, it's not the same for everyone. It's, I don't know, it's a bit of grappling with what the media narrative is as well, isn't it? The media sways you so much, and it takes months, almost years, to kind of realize what's real and what's an illusion, what's the maya that is perpetrated by the media. It was funny. I mean, I remember when Russia invaded Ukraine, and I was so angry on Russia. Thought Putin and Russia were, Putin especially was the worst, and it was really bad. And they made invading other countries and bombing other countries and bombing civilians so normal. They made it seem normal. And I was afraid at that time that may create a normalization of this thing. And soon afterwards, October 7th happened, which was appalling. It was really bad. But even more appalling was the genocide of Israel. It was almost like an opportunity. It wasn't. They were waiting for it. They were waiting for something like this. Israel, they were waiting for something like this. Like October 7th, they took it as an opportunity, almost to annihilate civilians and children, women, and men just going by their daily days. Just annihilate them. That's appalling. And it was this trend of normalization of killing civilians, which felt so like unimaginable, but it's become a reality now. Like, why is it normalized? Shouldn't be normalized. And then there was a media narrative about NATO and Russia having to protect their borders. And for a while, for a moment, I thought maybe Russia may not have been so bad, because all of this narrative about them having to protect their own borders, and no, this is bullshit. Russia, Putin did a wrong thing by bombing Ukraine. That was a wrong thing. That's it. There's no two ways about it. So no amount of this NATO bullshit is not gonna. It's no excuse to bomb civilians. No. And same thing with Israel. No, it's not an excuse. I mean, what they're doing is absolutely evil. It's not an excuse. These guys are looking for excuses to unleash their violence. You just cannot normalize violence and killing people like this. Soldiers, I understand. Soldiers fight. Soldiers lose life. They know they're in for it. They know when they join. But not civilians. I mean, why is this World War II level of normalization again? Didn't we even learn from the world wars? Didn't we think this was never going to happen again? Didn't we learn from the genocides and Rwanda and a couple of other places? Well, India, the partition. Didn't we learn anything? What's wrong with this world? And people who raise their voice against the violence that Israel is unleashing, their genocide, they get arrested. I mean, what's going on? I just don't understand. I do have hopes for the world. Yeah, I do. It will happen. The world will be in a better place. I don't know when, honestly. I just don't know when. But it will be in a better place. And after it's in a better place, uh, yeah, I really hope that good people take governance in their own hand and avoid asshole tendencies from rising up the ranks. They really do that. I hope they do really do that. I think that's what good people are inept at, from stopping assholes and stopping evil people from taking power. Good people are really bad at that. But I hope they learn something. I hope they, when the world gets better again, I hope they govern it better. And in these hopes, uh, you know, you always need to have at the back of your mind that there will be a fringe who will be working to come up the ranks by any way possible. There will be a fringe. Happened with Hitler, and happened with you know RSS side of things in India. The extreme right wing fringe did rise up the ranks. They did it, and they did what they promised. They unleashed apartheid on Muslims and other religions. Uh, they went anti-constitutional. They're not secular anymore. In India, coming back to India, India is a secular country. It's written in the constitution. It's a democratic, socialist, secular republic. Yeah, the current government does not seem to care about all of that. They don't seem to care about democracy. They don't seem to care about socialism. They're very capitalist. They don't seem to care about secularism. No, it's like, the constitution doesn't matter to them. They're anti-national. But that will change as well. There'll be better people in the government, and I hope that when they get into the government, they govern better to at least prevent something like this from coming up again. Whether it's the likes of Netanyahu or Putin or Trump or Modi and his whole gang of extreme right-wing people. I hope that's prevented. It's just not. It's not sustainable to keep that happening. I've not even come to climate change, which is my core thing, decarbonization and climate change. I've not even come to that. And we won't even come to that. What would we do? Would we worry about, the carbon footprint from the bombs, which is quite high? Would we worry about that above the lives of the people? That's absurd, right? Why would we worry about carbon dioxide above the lives of the people? Oh man. People, I shouldn't have to say this, that people are more important, but people are more important. It's just stupid to have to say this, but the world has come to this. Yeah, if we say that bombing, some place is an ESG risk, then corporations will take it more seriously rather than saying, don't kill people. That's what the world has come to these days. Really, it's insane. But I have hopes for the future. Future will change. But when it does, I think we just need to be careful about these things. Be careful about these fringe extreme right-wing elements, and be careful about evil people rising up the ranks. They would want to take power by any means possible. They've done so through history, and they'll keep doing it through the future. That's never going to stop. So that's something that we as humanity will have to keep working towards, no matter how advanced we become. That's me signing off after a 10-minute tirade against the world. Against the current state of things. I'm pro-world, just not in favor of what's happening right now.